Welcome to the California lobster diving trip, where the divers are sexy and the captain is sexier. Brian drove his boat all the way from the Oregon coast down to California to this place where we brought a couple tanks and rented a mansion. You got the crew dilly-dallying around while I'm doing all the hard work. Needless to say, we had this place flocking with chicks. Just kidding. Gracie was the only girl there, but she's married to Will, so they don't really count as a girl. Hey, Kurt. What's up, dude? This is our backyard and patio, and on the side, there happens to be a mini golf course. This is why you pay mansion price and mini golf course price, because you have your own private dock to hold your own boat, and you get to do whatever you want, whenever you want, while diving. So we hit the slopes. The waves are a piece of cake, except for a couple swells. And this is too cool for school. There's literally 100 flock of dolphins roaming around us. I don't know if you call dolphins flocks, but there was a lot of them. You can't see all of them, but they were everywhere on our way out to our dive site. So this was cool, but a bummer, I didn't get a good angle. There was a little sea puppy just rolling around in the sand. Just want to say hi. So I said hi back. I was going to feed him some lobster, but he wasn't that interested, so he took off. It was really fun. I'm bummed that I didn't get a better angle at it. GoPro needs to change the way their cameras are angled on my mask. That's on them. I'll send in a letter. Here's a little free diving session I did during the day because I didn't have my scuba gear. That's a sheephead fish or something like that. I killed it. So this is Anthony during the day describing where he found a sweet pit of lobster, but I don't want to interrupt him because he takes his killing very seriously. Alright, this is where it gets good. So, one of the many things we learned about lobster diving in California is you gotta do it at night. In California, you cannot use any tools to get lobster. You have to do it with your hands. And they aren't very active during the day. They're way under rocks. It's hard to get them. So at night, they're more active. And this is what we do, is go swim around, try and find them, and practice your grab moves. So pretty much most all of these in this video are too small to keep. But I was able to practice grabbing them and measure them and figure out which were actually legal keepers because they all look way bigger underwater. So I thought they were all keepers till I measured them and realized I was way wrong. But I learned how to grab them. You just gotta be fast, pin them to the ground a little bit, and then all these you let grow so we can catch them later. And it is this dark. You only have the little bit of light that your flashlight gives you, and you just kind of trust there's no sharks or mermans around trying to attack you. Those ones got away. That's the bag we put them in. It's got like a stopper so they can't get out and get in. And more lobster. California ones don't have claws, so you can grab them. This was a different story. Okay, so I had to put my flashlight down and just use my headlamp so you can't see anything, because when I saw this one, I realized it was a giant. And you can see me here holding it. This isn't made up. I held it and just stared at it for a good 60 seconds, just thanking it for like letting me have its life, let me catch it. I had to grab it with both hands because I thought it was going to get away, and it was 3 times as big as the other one, so I just held that one and gave it some love for a little bit. Here's Will. Here's me and Will trying to figure out what we're saying to each other. That's the international sign for I don't know what you're saying. And one of my favorite things about night diving, when you get out of the water and can find the boat. So there's Brian with the boat lit up. You got Kurt with decades of experience to keep us alive. Anthony helping the load out, getting Jason and his big old bag of lobsters. I don't really know what's happening here. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's reaching down to give me a high five. Now that's a lobster. That's what a lobster looks like. Those are also what lobsters look like, but that's what a lobster looks like. He gets it. This is the most humane way I know to clean a lobster. And it's hard. They're pokey. They don't make it easy. All right, here's a little daytime footage, which isn't great for lobster filming. I was freediving, working on my breath hold skill. This is me going straight up and down against the sea kelp, and I bust a perfect 180 and go into this little cave where I was hoping there was lobster, but there wasn't, so there's a fish. So I took the fish, but I felt good, so I just kept going and digging around for seeing if there was lobster on there, and I don't think there was, because they were hard to find during the day, but still cool. Still got a fish. Still hanging out. And now I'm looking for the surface where there's not kelp so I can actually find air. Found it. So this is the back of the island we were diving outside of California. I can't tell you where it is because that's top secret agent stuff. Sorry. Here's another free diving sesh that just turned out cool on camera. Got to dive down in the kelp forest, which is super fun. And I was hunting. And this is how people die. So I found a fish and he got away. I was like, fuck you, I'm getting you. And he kept getting away. And I saw a bunch more fish, so I kept chasing them. And then there was a bunch more, so I kept chasing all of them, not paying attention to my actual breath hold. And I just kept hunting them. And then I remembered I don't want to die. So I got surface instead of fish. This was a cool surprise. I got out of the water and Anthony had speared a halibut. Check that monster out. We don't spear those very often. And here's another free diving session. I'm just going to stay quiet for this one because it's pretty and let you enjoy. And you all know what happens at the end of it. Kill the fish. Here's just another pretty freediving session. If you've stopped watching by now, I don't blame you, but I'm going to watch this shit over and over and over and over. This is one of my favorite things about diving is getting out of the water and finding the boat within swimming distance. Here was another little moment no one else is going to care about, but Brian, captain, dropped the ladder off the boat when he was working on it while we were diving, and swam over to him. He said he dropped it. It's 40, I want to say 42 feet, maybe 40 feet, and I didn't have my tank, but I was like, I got this, bro. So I swam down. That's not super far for like the pro free divers, but that's a good distance down, and I got a good pre-breath and was able to grab it and swim it back up, which was one of the reasons I got into freediving, was to have the skills to not need a tank, amongst other awesome things. But it was a cool win to be able to get the ladder for the captain with the sweet boat, because that's how you get invited back on their boat when you have some value to bring.
Piece of cake.